Good morning. I hope you're enjoying your morning coffee. I thought to myself, well, if I'm a Habs fan, what would I do this morning? Where would I go for information if I wanted to just dive deep down into what's going on with the Canadians right now? And the answer would be I would go to Recrutes. There's so much here this morning. There's just absolutely nothing that you would miss. So here's an example of what you can find on the site this morning. And really, it's quite a lot. That was me in New York City the other day. But let's just look at the last 24 hours. You have this post-game on camera where I kind of do an angry rant about what's going on with the Canadians right now. The Call of the Wild that you just saw move past our carousel is the epic scoring woes yesterday during the day as well. You can see also on the carousel, we did a piece on the PDO. So for those people that say that I'm not interested in analytics, I've always been following the PDO. And I believe very much in it. And I think that, as you can see in 2 seconds, it really will foretell a turnaround for the Canadians, because you don't stay at 890, say, percentage, and 2.7 is the scoring percentage. You simply don't. You can be the worst hockey players in the National Hockey League, and those numbers don't continue. So if they keep firing those shots and the quality is fine, it'll come around. So let's scroll up the website here and use my mouse to keep showing you what we got here. So you got a lot of draft news. This is all from Grant. See if we can zoom in just a little bit there, including the prospect rankings. That's the first time he's offered that. He also has the draft material with his slants, looking at different players that are impressing. He really likes this Dobson guy, by the way. It says he's one of the best guys in the queue on defense in a long time. So you get a lot of information there as well. Yesterday, the first 218 mock draft for the NHL started. Of course, it's early, but it's fun too, you know. These are computed on what the standings are right now. So not everything makes it in the carousel either. Of course, there's a ton of material that's outside of the carousel, like all of the sound from the locker room yesterday, both in Brossard and in Montreal at the Bell Center after the game. And for instance, this locker room work with Max Pacioretty is really interesting, because he breaks down the power play that Jonathan Drouin ran, the best power play in the NHL last year, but everybody's in new roles, so they're struggling to find their right reads. But he makes the point that they'll get there, so you get that sometimes. And of course, there was sound in the evening and in the morning, so there's a lot on the site on a 24-hour basis. I looked just yesterday. I think there are like 19 things on the site in the last 24 hours. So you know, that'd be what I did. There's a feature profile here, and working in the next 24 hours, we'll do. We did a walk over the wild side on the road trip, and we'll have a podcast up real soon. So I don't know what you're interested in. If sometimes people only like to read, we got a ton of reading on here. Sometimes people only like to watch videos. We got a ton of videos on there. And sometimes people are interested in just the audio in their car, the podcast, and we got a lot of that too. So whatever multimedia that you guys favor, we think we got it. So recruits.ca is the place to go. And for me, it's back to my coffee.